gentlemen, welcome to TGW Turnbuckle Talk. Here are your hosts, Evil Penguin Gaming and OddSmith311.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TGW Turnbuckle Talk. This is episode 7. I am Evil Penguin Gaming.
And I am OddSmith311.
What's happening, man?
Living the dream up here in the Badlands of Michigan. Or down
you're
here.
You're not in the Badlands.
I forgot who I was talking to for a second.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm in the Badlands because I've still got snow on the ground.
F that, man.
It's only October. It's not even the end of October, and I had like 3-4 inches of snow yesterday.
What's it like up there today?
Well, to be completely honest, I haven't gone outside. So
Amen. I wish I could say the same. No, it's going pretty good, man. It's it's Sunday when we're recording this.
Yes, we are recording this on October 21st to air on October 23rd because I have been mighty busy.
That's
recording.
An understatement.
Yeah, it is an understatement. Recording for this season of TGW. And that's what this episode is going to be all about. We are going to let all of you in on the format for TGW in this upcoming season.
Now, what's important to know, for anyone who got to watch us last season, we are still using the in-game wrestlers for WWE 2K19. But as you're going to find out, unlike last season, there's been a lot of changes to the creative side of it. And we really wanted to get away from using a lot of the WWE, imagery and whatnot, and just really come up with our own ideas, come up with our own little universe. So it's going to be really exciting. For anybody who caught last season, this is going to be so much fun. You have no idea.
Absolutely. So before we delve too deep into this, we want to tell you all that if you want to see those past seasons, you can look us up at BananaROMaTV.com. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/BananaROMaTelevision, on Twitter at BananaROMa TV. TGW you can find at facebook.com/TGWrestling. We are at those guys 734 on Twitter. BananaROMa's Patreon page. Please donate, subscribe on the Twitch, and we have a new URL for YouTube for BananaROMa, do we not?
Yes, we do. We now you can actually find, until we get our 100 subscribers, please subscribe. We appreciate you. You can now find us on YouTube at tinyurl.com /BTV-tube. Yes, BTV-tube.
Nice.
I don't know why I didn't do that sooner.
I don't know why either, man. You're slacking.
I know. I completely forgot tinyurl was a thing. But yes, you can find us on there. You can still, search for Control Freaks. We're usually the first entry at the top there. But
make sure you get the hashtag in, because if you just put Control Freaks in, you never know what's going to pop up.
Yeah. If you put hashtag Control Freaks all together, no spaces, you're going to see BananaROMa TV on YouTube. I mean, that's just inevitable.
Hopefully you don't find anything kinky the other way.
Giggity, giggity.
Giggity, goo. So, the way we are approaching this season of TGW is, since we're not doing it the same as last season, we are starting completely from scratch as far as our champions are concerned. So, we are running tournaments all throughout January. Something else important to note is that the official kickoff of the TGW season will be on the official end date of the BananaROMa television season, which is February 2nd, Groundhog Day.
Slob Day!
Slob Day. That's going to be so much fun.
Oh, yeah. All kinds of good stuff packed on that day.
That day is when you will see TGW Gold Rush.
Oh, yes. Our first TGW exclusive pay-per-view.
Yes. That is where we will be crowning all of our champions. Now, what kind of championships are we going to have? Well, if you've heard any of our past TGW podcasts, we wanted to run 3 shows, but due to in-game technicalities, we can only set any individual championship to a maximum of 2 shows. So, right, our championships will be as follows. We will have the TGW Heavyweight Championship that will go between both my show, TGW Fury, and OddSmith311 show,
TGW Carnage. Oh, wait, sorry.
Microphone.
TGW Carnage. Just take a drink of water.
Our main women's championship will also go between both shows and be defended on both shows.
Yes, our women's championship goes both ways. Giggity. Sorry.
You're terrible.
I know. I know.
Now, we will also both have what we're referring to as our mid-card titles. Both of our shows will have their own, quote, heavyweight championship, along with tag team titles, along with women's titles. And we're kicking off the season with 2 Money in the Bank matches on Gold Rush.
Yay.
One for the men, one for the women, for the championships that go between both shows. So, the championships on my shows are the men's and women's United States championships. Now, we are also creating all of our own, like OddSmith said, we are trying to get away from the WWE imagery. So all of the arenas and all of the championships are custom.
Yeah, tell them about how much time you've been putting into that.
Oh,
last
God.
week especially.
Oh, the arenas are. I try to make sure I have every little piece of equipment in the arenas, like, very, very precise.
But before you go too far into, I want to remind everybody too. Approximately what date was it that WWE? Because you couldn't start doing this stuff. I mean, we came up with the logo. Like when I came up to your house, yeah, we did the logos and stuff. We made those images. But as far as like actually being able to do anything, what was the date that the game came out again?
We both had the game on October 5th, so we both had the game for 16 days.
Okay, just want everybody to be aware of that before he goes into this.
And I've recorded over 130 matches. Along with building at least 6 arenas, creating probably 8 championships, somewhere around there, creating characters for my own personal use. I've started some of the towers. I have not started career mode or showcase mode. I'm going to be doing that here in the next, probably tomorrow, to be completely honest.
And you had to remake what, 2 of my belts, right? Because of the whole uploading stuff.
Yeah, because 2K servers are being douchebags for some reason.
Douchebag.
But yeah, it's been quite a busy near 2.5 weeks for me. Recording matches, creating. It's been nonstop. I'm working hard for you people.
Yeah, because pretty much at this point, outside of doing graphics and stuff, I've as far as handling the actual like editing and all that stuff, yeah, it's Evil Penguin to the point where, with the exception of certain things where I had to know to help move the process along, I don't even know who won anything until we go into these shows and start doing our commentary and whatnot. I have no idea who my champion's going to be. I have no idea who. Well, I have the Carnage is going to feature the TGW International Heavyweight title for the men and the women. I have no idea who those people are yet, so this is going to be all new to me, just like everybody else.
I love that you're going in completely blind, because that's gonna give, when we record commentary, that's gonna give genuine reactions from you.
That's why I kind of figure, man, because it's such a contrast, because you're like neck deep in it, like to the point where none of it's gonna be. Not that it won't be exciting to be actually, watching it and recording and whatnot, but it's not going to be the same. Like every single map detail of what is going to happen.
You know the funny thing is, when I'm recording the matches, I'm so busy working on other stuff.
You don't really pay as much attention.
That I'm not really watching the matches.
Well, that's good then, because that's still good. That's going to give it another fresh take on it.
Like, I know the winners, obviously. But as far as stuff that happens in the match, I don't know. Like, when I see a pin, I don't know when the pin is actually coming.
Yeah,
so that'll be fun for me.
That's gonna be a cool dynamic. Well, plus, man, we watched. Even if you did sit and watch all of them, how many did you say you recorded? 140?
Close to it.
So, I guess you're looking at it like that. It's like you memorize.
Yeah, there's no way with them all being jumbled together so closely. There's no way. Like you said, I could memorize anything.
Because the way you laid it out is the way we decided to do the Gold Rush pay-per-view is going to be on Slob Day, but to get to the Gold Rush pay-per-view, we're going to have a series of tournaments throughout January. That's correct?
Because I love tournaments.
Yes, tournaments rule. That's why the podcast will run up until the end of December, to the end of the year. And starting in January, we'll be having what would you call them, the qualifying matches?
I think technically that's what they are, but I think we should call it the Golden Road Tournament Series.
There we go. So the month of January 2019, to get the new year started right, you're going to have the Golden Road Tournament Series for both Carnage and Fury, to decide all our individual champions, and the tournaments to decide the eventual Money in the Bank match participants for the overall TGW Championship. So, what was the final count you came up with for the? We're going to be streaming 4 days a week? 5 days?
Close to it. I have the broadcast schedule set up here. Yes, 4 days. 4 days the first week, 3 days the second week, 4 days the third week, 5 days the fourth week, because that's going to include Gold Rush.
Okay.
5 straight days the fourth week.
That's going to be, man, right when we're cycling down the BTV season and getting ready to say goodbye to that for another year, or not another year, but
until next September.
Yeah, next fall. There's no lull in the action. We're immediately picking up with the TGW, full-on TGW Season 2. So, man, it's going to be fun. It's going to be so busy.
There's going to be a minimum. The only time there's going to be less than 9 matches per show is on the fourth week.
Yeah, I
and
guess
those
that
are all
makes
gonna
sense.
those are all going to have 6 matches per show. So, I mean, we have. Let's see here. There's 36 matches. There's another 27 matches. That's 63. There's another 36 matches. That's 99. And 6, 12, 18, 24. That's 123 matches plus Gold Rush. That's 133 matches.
In the course of a month, ladies and gentlemen. And that's just the TGW stuff. You know, we'll still have the season 3 stuff winding down for all of our individual shows too. So
3.5 BTV.
yeah, hype.
And to think for TGW, this is all preseason.
Yeah.
This is like spring training baseball.
It is. I mean, that's a good way of putting it, because these are the champions who win the Gold Rush will be the people who they're going to be the torchbearers going forward on each show. You know,
Exactly.
and these rosters, man. If you missed, was it 2 weeks
These
ago?
rosters.
I believe it was 2 weeks ago we did our draft episode of TGW Turnbuckle Talk, and that was
Which
a lot of
is
fun.
now up on the TGW YouTube channel, by the way.
Yes, and you can also catch it at Facebook, on Facebook as well. If you're too lazy to go to YouTube, I know how that goes. But no, that was a good show. That was a live video. I don't know, not a podcast. That's not the right word, but
Well, no, it was a podcast. It was just a draft.
yeah, it was cool.
It was a lot of fun. So as far as our broadcast schedule, we will be airing 2 shows a week after Gold Rush. And those shows will consist of, like we said, Carnage and Fury. Carnage will air every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after SmackDown Live.
Yeah.
And Fury, you know, the A show.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
You know it's true. Fury will be airing every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then every 4th week, we will be having our specials.
Yeah.
So,
And once again, these are original. Well, yeah, original concepts for shows that we You know what how can I say that? These aren't like this isn't like WWE blah 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 like we did. You know, we used SummerSlam and Royal Rumble and all that last year. This year is going to be a completely original set of pay-per-views,
all new,
with their own arenas, with their own graphics.
And that's funny that you mentioned Royal Rumble, because I'll tell everybody now, we are not going to have a Royal Rumble, and we're not going to have Elimination Chamber, because in game, those 2 specific match types have to be held in their respective designated arenas. And with using custom arenas, we're not going to do it.
Wow, wow.
Which sucks, because I really wanted to have a Royal Rumble and an Elimination Chamber, especially the Elimination Chamber to crown the heavyweight champion,
Yeah.
but it wasn't possible.
Well, plus the Royal Rumble is such a, I don't know, man, it's such a classic type of match to have. You get 15 people from each show in there. It was fun last year. Which, once again, you can check that out in the archives.
Yes.
You okay?
So, oh yeah.
Okay, there's a steady thumping noise.
Our specials schedule. We're not going to call them pay-per-views, because obviously we're on Twitch. It's for our TGW specials will consist of, on March 2nd, TGW Last Man Standing, which is going to be some sort of elimination style theme, we hope.
Yes. We'll let you know when we think of it. I mean, yeah, you're gonna love it. It's all laid out.
After that, on March 30th, we're gonna have TGW Devastation.
Devastation.
On April 27th, we're going to have TGW Bedlam. And on May 25th, we are going to have TGW Anarchy to end the TGW season.
Go out with a bang.
Which will be a lot of gimmick matches.
Yes. Man, I wish they had the coal miner's glove on a pole match in the game.
Coal miner's glove on a pole. What about Judy Bagwell on a pole?
Oh, dude, if only. If only. Viagra on a pole.
I was just gonna say that.
Pole on a pole.
Pole on a pole. Oh, God. Vince Russo, how we do not miss thee.
No. Man, that's all. We could do our own podcast on that one time.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't know what we could say that hasn't been said one way or the other on it.
I don't know if I want to open up that can.
No, I don't know, man. It's just like in real life, when you see someone who's like 100% batshit crazy, full of shit, and they live in their own make-believe world, and it's just like, what do you do, man? At this point, I just like, oh well, as long as I don't have to deal with him anymore, I don't have to watch.
They crown themselves WCW Heavyweight Champion.
Well, I don't know. I still don't really have much of an issue with that. But
anyway,
yeah, that's a different topic.
So, as for our rosters,
we need a Vince Russo.
We don't need a Vince Russo.
We need to put Craig in the game. That's what we need to do. And Craig,
I'll make Craig if you make Glenn.
All right. I'll just take my Paul Smackage character and remake it.
Paul Smackage from Grapevine, Texas.
What would Glenn look like? I don't know. We'll have our own personal Vince Russos for each show.
Use the randomize button then.
Oh, Jesus. He's going to be 4 feet tall with fucking 18-inch arms and a narrow chest.
And a giant head.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you. I just had to...
With a mohawk.
Oh, God. And spikes. Shoulder spikes.
Oh, man. So, our rosters. We made sure to balance everything. Now, obviously, these rosters in the game are massive. So we did shop a lot of people because we want to be able to give everybody TV time.
Do you know the actual number of characters in the game with all the DLC and everything?
I haven't looked. I know it's flipping astronomical. But do we want to go through our rosters, or do we want people to watch the draft episode?
I think we can go. I think we can bring them up here real quick. I mean, it's worth watching the draft episode just to kind of see our thought process and how we approach it.
I think people should absolutely watch the draft episode. I think we'll go through our first 3 rounds here. First 3 rounds of males and females. And we won't even mention tag teams.
I think I'm also going to see if Felix could put a link on the website, on the BananaROMaTV.com website to the rosters as well. If people want to, maybe if not now, then at some point,
right
in the future.
Okay, so My first round in our draft, I selected Drew McIntyre, Goldberg, Seth Rollins, Triple H, Lita, and I got Jacqueline by default.
That was a hell of a first round, I would say.
It was a great first round.
I think we both had pretty good first rounds. Are we going back and forth, or do you want to do all three?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. Just making sure. I'm actually looking at my roster, so I'm going to probably go a lot of order, but I won't mention any tag teams. My first round males was AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, 06, Trish Stratus, and Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm still kind of salty about that one.
Did The Undertaker and Styles. Oh, dude. I kind of forgot how good of a first round that was until I'm looking at it now.
Well, when we look at my second round, that I am very, very thrilled with.
Yes.
I've got Aleister Black, Samoa Joe, Sting, Mr. Perfect, Ember Moon, and Paige.
You didn't say it right. It's Sting!
I'm so glad I'm wearing my headset. That was easier to get away from my head.
I tried to give you a few seconds. Half seconds, whatever. Okay.
Okay, your second round, sir.
I'm still stuck on Ember Moon and Paige. Oh. Two of my favorites. Still bummed out that Paige had to retire.
Yeah.
Who do we have here? Oh, okay. I got Roman Reigns, Cien Almas, which is... I was almost more excited to get him than I was anybody else. He's just one of my favorite new people.
He's fantastic.
So good. His what I think is his old school counterpart, Ted DiBiase. I think if you take my other two picks for the men, Ted DiBiase and Shawn Michaels, and you mix them together, you get Andre Cien Almas. Maybe not.
I think you're right.
Maybe not Shawn Michaels, but someone like Shawn. But then I got Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. Oh, 5 Feet of Fury.
Yeah, your female picks were pretty stellar that round.
I was very happy about them, for sure.
And then my weird third round, I remember this because I got a bunch of people that have actually worked together in the past. I took Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Jake Snake Roberts, Kairi Sane, and Shayna Baszler.
You didn't even do that on purpose, did you?
No.
Nice. You got Jake the Snake this time. I was eyeing him. That was anybody's. He was gonna go fast. Third round this time around, I had Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar, The Rock, Chris Jericho, Ronda Rousey, and Carmella.
That was your strongest round.
Dude, I got pretty much all my favorite women wrestlers right now. I think I got on my roster. I'm pretty, if not all of them, then the grand majority of them. Let me see.
I think the only one you don't have would be Ember Moon.
Ember Moon, yep. But I think your women's picks kind of reflect the fact that you're more in tune to what's going, like the more like the NXT stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at, because you know you're more familiar with a lot of these people. A lot of these people, most of them, I don't think there's anybody I don't know, but like I barely seen Shayna Baszler or Liv Morgan. Oh, sorry, I won't mention anybody else. I haven't seen those people in the ring really. Maybe once or twice.
So you need, once you watch the weekly product, you'll see. Well, Shayna Baszler is still in NXT. So is Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane's the NXT Women's Champion right now.
Kairi Sane's awesome.
Actually, you'll see those two compete against each other a week from tonight, since we're recording this on the 21st, at Evolution.
Ah, yes. The first all-female pay-per-view for the WWE.
And we're gonna dive into that next week on the podcast, because we have a lot of things to say about the way some people treat women's wrestling, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, plus, just to give a quick, summary of where it started, how low it got at a certain point, and like where it's at now.
During the Attitude Era.
Oh yeah. When they weren't even hiring.
And the thing is, women's wrestling in the Attitude Era, there were two completely different sides of it. Because you had, maybe not necessarily in the Attitude Era, but like probably like went like 03 to like 0 whatever, when you had Stacy Keibler and like Christy Hemme doing like the pillow fight matches.
Yeah.
Which was flippin' ridiculous. But then in the Attitude Era, you had Trish and Lita. Two absolute bona fide Hall of Famers that both absolutely deserve it.
They could actually wrestle.
Right.
And I love this.
Super looking forward to seeing that tag team match at Evolution with Trish and Lita against Alexa and Mickey.
I'm glad Lita decided to come back again. I'm glad that Trish decided to come back, because it just wouldn't feel right without her being there.
No.
Because I love the story. I think I've told you before of on the Bruce Pritchard podcast. He talks about how Trish, when she first started, she was completely terrible. Because she had absolutely no wrestling training. But he said that she worked and worked and worked and worked to get good. And she really was into it,
And it shows.
Yeah. Yeah, and that'll be a great topic, man. I think we both, once again, because of the era we grew up in, we kind of came on the tail end of one era, and we went through several other ones to this era now, which to me is, I mean, I've said it before, I think a lot of the women's wrestling in WWE right now outshines the men wrestling. I believe them a lot more, too.
Yeah, well, when we were growing up, we had the tail end of, like, the Jumping Bomb Angels and Wendy Richter and stuff like that, and then we got into stuff like Alundra Blaze and Bull Nakano.
Which is
but
wrong.
then you had stuff like Sunny and Sable.
Yeah.
Which is, it started going downhill then. We'll get into all that next week.
Yeah,
that's
gonna be a really fun discussion, and that's gonna go long.
Yeah, it really, really is.
We're also we're gonna review that pay-per-view as well, so that's something else to check out. First all-female pay-per-view, so yeah, that'll be a good time.
So, sir, how do you feel about your roster?
Man, I'm really excited. Not just because, I mean, I got a lot of good star power. I'm excited about that. But the combinations, I was able to get some combinations of people that I think can make for some really interesting storytelling. Like I said, having Almas and DiBiase, that's two people that I could see working together or against each other at one point,
Absolutely.
Almas being...
go ahead.
I was going to say almost being like the young, apprentice character. I don't know. The Virgil.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Ken's actually had some ideas between my women's roster that I'm thinking I'm probably going to run with, because they're really good ideas. But I have a proposal for you, sir.
Why, I'm flattered, but you're married and I'm not really on that side of the fence, but...
Well, I mean, I'll still come smack you on the butt.
Oh, yeah. Giggity, giggity.
Giggity, giggity. Now, okay, full disclosure, we talk about things off air, but this I have not talked to you about.
Oh, Lord.
I have a proposal for you. After Gold Rush, after we have Gold Rush commentated, because No secret, we record everything in advance.
It's got to be that way.
It does have to be that way. Otherwise, life.
Yeah.
How would you feel about doing a trade episode
Of the of like a wrestling, like one of the wrestling shows, or like of the podcast?
We would probably do a podcast and air it after Gold Rush.
Okay.
Probably that Sunday or Monday after Gold Rush before Carnage starts.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
I think we should go. Well, I'm looking at the rosters, and each. All right, are you in? Which roster are you in right now? Yours or mine?
Mine.
Okay, well, I'm not in yours.
I got them both open up though. They're both.
Yeah. Pull up. So, we've got the babyface, the current babyfaces, the current heels, babyface legends, babyface heels, yada yada yada. Just to mix things up, I want to say trades we agree on. We'll do one trade from each section. 1 to 2 trades from each section.
Okay.
You down with that?
Yeah.
Or do you want to keep your roster as is?
No, there are a few specific people that I'm not going to trade, or
oh yeah, me too.
But I wouldn't say that I'm not open to discussing. There's definitely people you have that I could use.
Oh, and there's people you have that I want. Like, period. I just want.
I tell you what, I'll do a trade right now. If you keep Shinsuke Nakamura, you can have my entire left side of my roster. Sorry. I had to say it.
You really, really hate Nakamura, don't you?
No, actually, the last time I seen him wrestle I was like, okay, there he is. I'm trying to think who was. I think was it Jeff Hardy?
Probably.
He wrestled a couple pay-per-views back, or
yeah.
That to me, I could see it then. Like, okay, there's the Nakamura people were talking about. Up until that, I just didn't see it.
All right, so you heard it here. 1 to 2 trades in each section, and we will air that episode of the podcast right after, probably the Monday before Gold Rush airs, or after Gold Rush airs, or Tuesday before Carnage while SmackDown Live is on. I think that'll probably be the best bet.
Let's see, what day is... Okay, Slob Day is on a Saturday. So yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Slob Day is Saturday, but we'll probably it'll probably be an all-weekend thing, you know what I mean? Between live streaming and pre-recorded.
Yeah, and pre-recorded?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would work perfectly. Because that would be
cool.
Good way to kick off the weekly schedule for the TGW season. I mean, it's not part of the schedule, but it's just a nice little thing.
Nice little bonus.
Yeah.
Before the first regular episode airs.
Yeah, I'm totally down with that. The TGW trade extravaganza.
Yeah. So I'm excited, man. I really, really am. Especially knowing what I know that you don't.
You thinking? I think I know what you think I know. I'm thinking you think you're thinking.
I think you're thinking what I think you're thinking.
Well, I'm just sitting here looking at my roster again. And I'm like, man, I forgot I made up pretty good. The only The only column I would say where I see weakness, to me, would be my heel tag teams. But that's not really weak. It's not really weakness. You know what? I take that back. Maybe more the babyface. I don't know. I guess it depends on how you look at it. Now that I'm sitting there really looking at them, I got. Yeah, okay. That's not too bad.
There's one of your babyface tag teams that I really want, but we won't get into it right now.
No, I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
I know you know who it is.
I know you know who I'm thinking you think of. Oh, sorry.
Because we have to. I would do the trade right now, but we have to let the tournaments air first.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure that'll have an effect on even just from maybe just a potential storytelling standpoint.
And that's the thing. We have to make sure that it's out there. Champions and Money in the Bank holders are off limits.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That could get messy. We're gonna have our own.
Me.
We're gonna have our own special Tuesday night in Texas special pay-per-view. A one-match show.
Tuesday night into Keweenaw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been TGW Turnbuckle Talk, Episode 7. Quote, this season in TGW.
Yeah, it's cool to see everything we got coming up, man. But how much work still.
It's going to be an absolute blast.
So much recording of so much commentary. Hours and you know
hours. What? The commentary is going to be so much fun. Because like I said, I'll get your genuine reactions. And I don't know the matches move for move. So like I said, I never know when they're actually going to end.
You know what? I got to make my character. Or did you make it?
Yeah, already? You do, because I need to update our Facebook image with our current models.
Yes, that's right. We are doing the GM role again. We'd originally decided not to because of the show situation, but...
Well, that's when we were going to air 3 shows, and we didn't have a third GM.
And not for lack of trying, either.
That's the truth. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Please remember to follow the BananaROMa TV Twitch channel where this is airing. Subscribe to the BananaROMa YouTube channel where this will be uploaded. Subscribe to the TGW YouTube channel where this will be uploaded. And you can follow us on Twitter at ThoseGuys734. You can follow me on Twitter at EvilPenguin1981. You can follow the Inferior GM on Twitter at... Oh, that means you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was waiting for you to talk. My bad. Wait, what were we talking about here? No, at OddSmith311.
Oh, boy. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, we have very different definitions of fun.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, for OddSmith311, I am EvilPenguinGaming signing off. And as always, together we have been, count it down with me, a 1, a 2, a 3. Fury's better.
Worst outro ever.